I went back to get it, but we were too late. Constable Otto was there.
I guess it's time that you had this. Vampires for Dummkopf. It has everything a budding vampire like you needs. Read it and learn it all. It tells everything you need to know about your new vampire powers, as well as your many vampire restrictions. It has rules, flowcharts, pie recipes, and good advice for vampires of all types.
Thank you, Madame Sturgoy.
Back to being a vampire. With some time in practice, you'll slowly gain new vampire powers, especially now that Shroudy is no longer your master. You don't have to read it cover to cover, but you may want to use it from time to time if you two encounter difficulties during your journey. As a member of the undead, you are required to return to your grave every night
My grave. But seriously, I know, off on a side, I'm really not dead.
No, Mona. It says right here, when bitten and drained by a vampire, then fed some of the vampire's own blood, the victim becomes technically and legally dead in most countries, except Nevada, where death can be annulled within 24 hours.
Grave dirt. Fine, I'll get right on it.
It is not your grave per se, but you have to sleep in a coffin filled with dirt from your grave every day. That is how it works. You did bring that grave dirt with you when you escaped the castle, right?
Not exactly. I, sort of dumped it out.
I'm afraid you're going to have to go back to the castle and retrieve it.
Back to the castle?
Shush now! Something's coming in! Oh, great spirit of the ball, show me Sector 12!
Madame Sturgoy, who are they?
Vampire hunters, Monsieur Calvin and Belcou, his apprentice. Why on earth did Sign send them instead of Abraham? Ugh, God only knows. Oh, well, they are vampire hunters from a religious brotherhood. You can thank them for staking Baron Shroudy von Kiefer to death back by the lake. They want to stake you, too. They will not likely rest until your undead heart stops beating in your undead chest, after which time you will be 100% dead. Look, if you do not find more grave dirt before sunrise, you will not be able to return to your coffin, and I already explained how important that is. Try the Drexylvania Cemetery and Picnic Grounds for a start. It's just down the road past the lakeshore. You can't miss it.
What you're saying is that if we're ever going to make it to Paris, before we can leave, we must get Mona's coffin, then replenish our supply of Mona's grave dirt, and we're done?
Once you have the grave dirt and your coffin, you will need a wagon to carry it all and a horse to pull it. I think you can borrow the wagon from the cemetery caretaker, and I just so happen to have a line on a horse for sale in the local town of Ladd's Landing, just up the road from here. I grabbed this flyer while I was there. I don't have any extra money, so you'll have to work something out with the owners.
Borrow wagon from the caretaker, work something out with the owner of the horse, get coffin and grave dirt, check.
Luckily for you, I know some Turkish smugglers in Puerto Varda. They owe me a few favors from back in the old days. I got them to agree to take you on their ship, the Demeanor, a large tramp freighter bound for France. They are scheduled to leave the docks just before dawn. They will not wait for you, so you must find everything you need as quickly as possible.
Grave dirt, coffin, horse, and wagon. Got it. Nothing else, right?
Well, come to think of it, you should really get an insane daytime guardian before you travel long distances, just to be safe.
What? Not another thing to get. This is too much. And why exactly does he have to be insane?
Yeah, at best it sounds a little unwise to travel with nutcases, especially over long distances.
Come on, think about it, you two. All vampires must find a mortal living human to guard over them during the day, in case the righteous brothers or their brethren discover your coffin and decide to stake you in your pajamas. An insane guardian simply works the best. For one thing, they are more easily controlled. 2, they get less grossed out by the sight of blood and corpses. And 3, I forget 3. Just trust me. They are essential to have for any sun-fearing vampire. But forget it. Never mind, we are short on time. You can worry about the insane daytime guardians when you get to Paris.
Let's go already. We have a long night and a lot to do.
Thank you so much for your help.
My pleasure, child. I will do whatever I can to help you along your perilous journey.
Frodrick, would you mind reading this for me? My crow's feet are sore.
Sore my ear. All right, fine. In a nutshell, it says you can't enter homes without being invited in first. You also can't enter if they have holy symbols, garlic, red or white roses, or hawthorn branches on the entrance.
Frodrick, would you mind reading this for me? My crow's feet are sore.
Sore my ear. All right, fine. In a nutshell, it says you can't enter homes without being invited in first. You also can't enter if they have holy symbols, garlic, red or white roses, or hawthorn branches on the entrance.
Frodrick, would you do the honors?
It says, in a nutshell, that vampires wear black cloth because it protects them from holy magic, such as holy water, crosses, and the sun.
Frodrick, do you mind reading this for me?
It says, in a nutshell, that you can bite people on the neck and drain their blood till they pass out, but you should do it when no one will see you. Have you been in Draxylvania for more than 1 day?
Regrettably, yes.
Have you craved blood even once?
I like my steak rare. I'm French.
Are you a child of the night?
An opera starlet is never seen by day.
Do you wear a ribbon around your neck to hide 2 fang-shaped wounds?
It's the latest fashion in Paris.
You passed the test! Mona, you are definitely a vampire.
I passed! I did it! Oh, wait! I am not a vampire! They're so stupid, just like you! It's the horse flyer. It says horse for sale. Good condition, no mileage, 200 crowns or best offer. See Gina Martinelli, 24700 McBean Parkway, Vlad's Landing. It's a rather strange symbol. It looks like the letter C.
Sweetness.
It appears to be a rubber chicken with a pulley.
It's actually real.
It's a real rubber chicken?
No, it's a real chicken.
A real chicken? Made of rubber?
No, it's a real chicken. No rubber.
What is it for?
To eat!
You eat rubber chickens?
No, it's... Child, speak no more to me for at least 10 seconds. Can you do that for me?
Mm-hmm. It's a bottle of ink. It's a very dark color. I have a feeling this might come in handy. Madame Strigoi, may I have this bottle of ink over here?
Yes, child. Knock yourself out.
It's a large ball made of crystal.
Otherwise known as a crystal ball. Witches use them to see other places and times. Isn't that right, Madame Strigoi? Have you seen anything good lately?
Not really. During the summer, I mostly get reruns.
It's a primitive cultural mask. And when I say primitive, I mean just as valid as any other culture on God's green earth. What a frightening symbol! It must be used by satanic cults.
Or geeky game companies.
It's an incense burner. From the smell of the wagon, Madame Stragoy's been using it a lot.
Trust me when I tell you it's better than the alternative. I had Constable Otto in here earlier, and the cabbage he had for dinner was playing havoc with his system.
It's a very hot pot of, I assume, stew of some kind?
Like my mama always said, as long as you add enough spices, you can't taste the horse meat.
It says, Madame Strigoi, knower of all things unknown. Astrology, palm reading, fortune-telling, and lotto numbers. It's a sleeping constable.
Your first victim.
Victim? I didn't attack him. I just borrowed some thing from him that made him sleep deeply for a while. Madame Strigoi said to get my coffin now, so I better not wander off and explore.
Yeah, you better not go back to her empty-handed, or she'll give you more hours of mind-numbing exposition.
Quiet, Frederick! She is a nice, wise, elderly lady trying to help us out. Show some respect. Besides, I think she can hear you.
I can, so watch your mouth, rodent.
Oh, cripes!
On toast.
Yes, well, now that the constable is, resting quietly, I'll take my coffin back to Madame Strigoi's camp. It's a sign for the graveyard, and apparently picnic grounds, too. The sign says, for whom does the bell toll? It tolls for me. Ring bell for service. Sincerely, Proprietor Dan Smith. Well, At least it appears that Mr. Smith has a sense of humor. I can't move up the path for some reason.
What do you mean?
The crosses on the gravestone, they hurt. I can't seem to approach them.
Oh, boy. I was afraid of this. You're not going to be able to walk through the graveyard with all those crosses everywhere.
It says, don't feed the ghouls. Don't worry, I won't. It's the damnable Castle Varg, the site of my former prison. Before I die, I vow to see it utterly destroyed. I'll take it apart brick by brick if necessary.
Mona? You know, you're already technically dead, so you kinda missed your deadline.
It says it's 4:00.
Huh? It's 2:00?
And 32 seconds precisely. It is a beautiful moonlighting up in the night sky. When I look at its lovely shining form, I see tranquility. It appears to be a well. It's a window that's been broken from the inside. Based on the spiderweb effect created as the window was breached, the object in question was metallic, approximately 4 inches long, with a total weight not exceeding 27.5 grams. I would estimate the object in question flew no more than 23 meters. That's adjusting for a moderate wind, of course.
Wow, Mona. You're either a great detective or had a distinguished career as a cat burglar before you moved on to opera.
Ugh, it's garlic. Ugh, it smells so bad I can't get close to it. There's no way I'll be able to approach the door while it's still hanging there. It's a wheel. I wonder what it's for.